Amanda here from createyourfuture.co. So guys, I've got Tamara with me. Hey, Tamara.
Hi, Amanda. Hi, guys. Nice to see you.
She's a new coach with us, and guys, that means we are having a sale, 50% off any sessions with her. And yeah, just to give you guys a little bit of background, Tamara's amazing. She's got 7 years experience with the law of assumption, so she's very knowledgeable, as well as she's got a master in psychology. So she's bringing the best of both worlds. So needless to say, she's 100% certified life coach. Right. So I think bringing those two bits of experience are going to be absolutely amazing. So yeah, and she's going to share a personal revision story about herself today. So we have an exciting video about how to revise any situation. So you can use this video if you want to revise what people think about you, an event that happened, how you feel about a situation. You can revise it for anything. Okay. And just before we dive into it, guys, we do have a free course, how to find your blocks to manifest anything fast. I'm not saying blocks exist, but it's going to help you build your mental diet, because mental diet is actually revision in the moment. What thoughts do you need to keep focused on to manifest what you want? And I think it's very important to get clear on that. So that's what that course will help you do. By the end of it, you'll have no blocks, right? But of course, intend, I have 0 blocks and resistance. But again, remember, a block is as simple as I want Jerry to like me, and then thinking, oh, Jerry doesn't like me, we're blocked. Oh no, Jerry likes me, we're unblocked, right? So blocks aren't these huge, terrible things. It's just referring to a negative thought that's not in line with your desire. So it's just easier to say than a negative thought not in line with your desire. Anyway, so let's dive into it. I'm really excited to hear it. I went through everything. Yes, I did. So
Hi, Amanda. So guys, today I have a very nice story for you. And this is going to be about one of Neville Goddard's techniques called revision. So for those of you who are new to the law of assumption, and maybe some of you don't know who Neville Goddard is, revision is basically going back into the past and revising, editing, tweaking an event to your liking in order to change yourself in the present moment, which is now. And most of the times what happens is that when you change yourself by doing revision, this is going to push out in a 3D reality as well. So you're going to see some changes, okay? Thanks to this revision you just did. So in my case, what I did was revising a very, in my opinion, traumatic, event from the past. So this happened 15 years prior to me doing this revision. I was in middle school. I had these 2 friends, and one day we had a bit of falling out, basically. And one of these 2 friends, she was, a piece of work, and that was my story about her at the time. And I knew she had some problems. She was epileptic, and she started this argument with me and the other friend. And I reacted. Things were said, and the girl started hitting me, punching me. And I couldn't fight back, because not only did I want to be a bigger person in the moment because I knew she had epilepsy, I also thought if I hit her back, if I defend myself and she has a seizure and something happens to her, it's going to be even more tragic. So I felt horrible. I went home that night. I cried myself to sleep. I didn't go to school for a couple of days. And, years pass by. And one of my friends calls me and she says, we're having this reunion. Do you want to come? And I said, I'm sorry, I can't, because I couldn't get over this event. 15 years afterwards, I still felt shamed. I felt embarrassed and basically angry with myself for not fighting back, right? So this bothered me. And I knew about the law at this point. I hadn't tried revision. And I was like, okay, this is the perfect moment for me to try and see how revision works. I had nothing to lose, right? So what I did was I imagined the whole scenario up until that point of, the fight starting. Okay. So I imagined us going home together, like talking and just waving them goodbye and like parting ways peacefully. And that was it. I did this for a couple of times whenever I kind of remembered this event. And again, the feelings of shame and anger started to come up. I revised again and again till I felt better, guys. So I want you to know this. You're always revising for yourself, nobody else. So you want to feel better in this moment, okay? So when I finally felt better, I called my friend and I said, okay, I can do this. I'll come to this reunion. It'll be nice to see you guys and everybody else. And I felt really peaceful, ready to go and face anybody. So this is not the end, guys. What happened next was what solidified my belief in the law and Neville Goddard's teachings. A couple of days passed by, and I got an email saying one of these two people had added me on Facebook, which I hadn't used for years prior to this point. I thought, okay, maybe it's just, a coincidence. We'll see. I didn't respond. But then a day or two passed by. The second person, the girl, right, the attacker, she adds me as well. And I'm like, this is not a coincidence anymore, guys. This is real. So I realized that not only did I shift myself, my feelings, my state in the present moment, this actually had an influence of what they thought of me and that specific event. So they did not remember this at all the way I did. And when I talked to, I faced them at the reunion, and when I talked to them, they were very, friendly and chatty, and they couldn't remember anything that happened prior to that moment. And I was really mind blown. So I really hope you guys can learn something from this. Revision is not something people talk about at all, or, not enough or as much as they should. It's an excellent tool for you to change your state, to get rid of any trauma, bad feelings, bad memories you had about an event. Because what I learned in psychology is I can talk to you, I can sit here and tell you guys, past isn't real, past doesn't matter, it doesn't exist. Stay in the moment, stay present. But if you have something like PTSD, or you're very bothered, by some event in the past, me telling you this is not going to be useful at all. So why not use the law, use these, teachings to help yourself and to shift into a different state of being and state of mind, basically. So I hope everyone can utilize revision a little bit more from now on. And if you have any questions, guys, leave them in the comments and we are going to explain.
Exactly. And you know what? We love the questions in the comments. Our social media team does actually send them off to the coach. And some of the coaches on the team actually do go into the comments and answer them. So either way, some coaches prefer to do it in video. Some do pop on the channel. And that's totally right. Tamara is totally right about it. Revision can change so much. The past doesn't exist anymore. It never really did exist. It was a present moment in time. And you can change people's memories of the past so incredibly easily just by revising what they thought of that situation, revising how you feel. So because Tamara revised that they left on good terms, of course they had to block it out and forget, right? Because that's what our subconscious mind does for us. Because remember, guys, you are everything in your reality. You are everyone in your reality. This is your quantum bubble. Everything is projection and of you, that nothing exists other than you in this bubble, right? So, if I intend, that basically, actually I do intend, and Andrew, cover your ears, that he never remembers anything bad. He never remembers any fights, and he doesn't. It's a miracle. He only remembers the good times, right? So you can create that. So say you're getting an X back. Let's go with, He only remembers the good times, or Jerry only remembers the good times and wants to get back together with me. That's a very powerful, revision,
Totally.
to get an ex back, right?
Mhm.
And we do that in NLP too. It's called like the swoosh technique, and NLP is derived from bits and pieces from psychology. So all this plays together, guys, like 100%. So thank you so much for sharing. I really love that story.
You're welcome, Amanda. And I really hope, people, resonate with this topic. And I hope a lot of you can try revision as soon as possible. Trust me, guys, it's amazing. It was a total game changer for me.
Exactly.
Honestly.
Awesome, guys. So we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Bye, Amanda.